Hey everyone, it's Blushing Panda. Here with Inktober. I mean, there's nothing here right now, but I will show you in a minute. First, let's start with the materials I used for this Inktober. I'll list everything below. I used just a regular mechanical pencil used for sketching and shading. We have our beautiful Posca pen in Noir, a jelly roll pen. I have a couple of those. And if we need big highlights, I have a white paint marker I got from Hobby Lobby a while back. A Sakura micro pen for smaller details. I do have a 0.5, I use 0.3 the most. I needed an eraser to erase our horrible mistakes. Some Q-tips to blend in certain areas. And most importantly, my Feud XL ink brush pen. I got this from Amazon for a great price, I think around $6. I wrapped tape around it because I had a little inking problem where I took out the cartilage altogether, so it flows more easily. But it is amazing! It's my first time using any type of ink brush, and it just feels so natural and smooth. I really love it. Before participating in Inktober, one very, very important thing you should always do is make thumbnails. Here are the ones I did for this year. As you can see, I use no real thoughts or worry about in proportions when making these. Just whatever comes to mind. Showing day 1 to 13. Here's page 2. Finally, we have page 3. And of course, I usually go with whatever comes to mind with each word. On this side, I will put my full sketch, since I know my lighting is really bad. Sorry about that. The first book I used was my marker book. And here I did Kuma Christmas and my first Inktober from last year. In the video, I'm blabbing on and on about my ink, so I'm just gonna fast forward. Oh, here's my Spy Family thumbnail. Onward! Here I'm just showing how I'm going to shade my work. This is with my Posca pens. Since this is my first time using both of them, I had to do a couple of tests. I'm really impressed with them. I tried blue, red, and black. I wanted to test out the whole set, but I was on crunch time. Now we finally get into Inktober, starting with my other book, of course. I'll explain everything later. The first day we have Gargoyle, and I'm not the best when it comes to monsters, but it's a start nonetheless. You can see in my reference I'm thinking more of the Disney show Gargoyle. Just something with personality. Day 2 is Scurry. I have a mouse, scurrying away from a broom. Pesky bee. Day 3 is Bat, which I drew Batman getting some coffee and totally ignoring the bat symbol behind him. He needs a break sometime. Gotham will understand. Or maybe he's obsessed with the pumpkin spice latte. Day 4 is Scallop. I drew a girl enjoying her Scallop linguine, and I'm drooling again as I'm recording this video. And here you can see the ink is starting to fade. I thought I was using the wrong paper. I thought I got a dud. I thought it was my strokes I need to work on. But no. I was just running out of ink. Yep, that was it. I swear guys, I'm not this dumb, okay? I do dumb things, but not this. But I did struggle for days on a dry brush. Not my best moments. Anyway, day 5, Flame. I have Zuko firebending, so I added some shadows with the Posca pen to make the flames really pop out, and jelly rolls for some highlights. Day 6 Bouquet, and of course, I had to draw my skeletons for the spooky season, but this skeleton has a sweet side. Day 7 Trip. I went with the Pepe the Frog meme of him falling down and being judged by, Asian girls for some reason. I referenced the hat from Lake and Monster's old work with the Cookie Monster and Elmo hats, and a simple, cheapy character. But look at the poor froggy boy, all his chicken nuggies all over the floor, just being judged by shadow people. Frogs in the chat, people. Day 1 is one of my favorites. There are 2 skeletons excited about their matching shirts that says, "Life sucks." Day 9, we have a bird resting in their nest. In the video, I'm pointing out my inking problem again. But for this, it worked out well. The dry strokes give it a nice texture. Day 10, Crabby. I had a picture in mind, but as soon as I saw this picture on Pinterest, I knew I was destined to ink this. I used a black Posca pen to cover most of it, Art Hack 101, and inked the rest with the jelly roll on the other side. Day 11, Eagle. I have nothing to say. I don't like eagles. I'm not discriminating from all birds, just eagles. They always look so angry. Day 12 is Forget. I tried to add some form of symbolism to this one. Just something to show someone's mind deteriorating and losing time. I have drawings of faces crossed off, the TV stuck on static, and her own face remains blank. So this is where I transitioned to my other sketchbook, thinking I'm so clever, so smart, with an IQ of 900. But no, I'm not. Anyway, day 13 is Kind. I have one of my characters, Pandora, receiving her pets that'll make her day a little bit brighter. And day 14 is Empty. This poor guy is missing his heart, but is still smiling. Well, at least he could be a hollow or a heartless, so there's a bonus there. Day 15, I drew Armadillo. Even though I was struggling with my ink brush that was nearly empty, I still managed to draw out all the ridges of his shell. Also, I didn't know that armadillos were so hairy. I only know the armadillo from Pokemon. I never actually saw armadillo before this, so the more you know, kids. Day 16 is Fowl, and we finally see the potential of my ink brush. It just took over 2 weeks, but I used the seagull from the meme screaming out "Fowl!" I used my Sakura pens to add the motion and shaded the eye to give it the laser beams effect. Day 7 is Salty. Oh, so salty. My choices were either Salt Bae or Sakamoto. As you can see, I went with this. I added the anime gleams to illuminate his coolness. For the salt, I drew black dots and used the white paint brush pen for the 3D dimensionality. For day 18, I didn't have anything in mind for this day, as you can see from my thumbnails. I later thought of just snow and just picked some reference from there and went with that. Day 19 is my favorite purple boy, Keith, tying up his hair into a ponytail. I tried this in different angles and actually found someone cosplaying as Keith doing the exact same pose. I was like, wow, that's convenient. I adjust the pose a little bit on Clip Studio. And dun da da da, we have this beauty. Moving on. Day 20 is Bluff, which I wanted to create a short story for this one. The theme was Vegas in the 70s. I tried to look up clothing reference, then gave up and went with Taeyong's outfit from Dynamite from BTS. I added a button under here that removes the painting behind the other guy to see the full table. I also gave the bluffer an ace card because I don't know how poker works and just went with it. If you know how to cheat in poker, just comment in the comments below and then say JK in case the police are watching. Day 21 is Bad Dog and okay, hear me out. This is the first thing that came to my mind instead of, a dog. But I really don't draw furries, and Inktober is a challenge. So this is for practice, and that's all it is, okay? So let's go on to the next one, yeah! Day 22, Heist. Another short story. The guy is facepalming himself because his partner revealed himself to say hello to everyone. Of course, everyone's confused, but his partner's probably happy to have his first and most likely last day of robbing. Day 23, Booger. I was gonna draw either Gintoki or Luffy or any character with boogers. I had two scenes of Gintoki, one here and the other is him hugging Shinpachi while smearing boogers on him, and now I'm grossing myself out. Ugh. Anyway, I fixed his other eye on Clip Studio because I saw here, and traditional is permanent. You can see all of your mistakes. I can see all your mistakes. Day 24 is Fairy. I also didn't have anything planned for this one, but I wanted something like the Tales of Airy Eddie. I really like how the objects around her came out perspectively, which is a great improvement from last year's works. Oh, and as you can see here, I wrote magic terribly on this book. My arm wasn't working with me at the moment. Day 25 is Tempting. It's my avatar being dragged away from my friend, from drawing, from buying yet another plushie. I can't help it, they're all so adorable. It's either this or my sweater jackets, because, the best time to wear a sweater jacket is all the time. Day 26 is Ego. This song was playing while I was making my thumbnails all the way back then, and I thought, why not? But then I just remembered I never saw the video. With this song, I kept seeing these 3 pictures all over the internet. But I like this one because it shows J-Hope from then and now, which is a cute little tidbit. Day 27, Snack. More like Snack Attack. We have my sneaky character, Rowan, indulging himself with a snack that obviously doesn't belong to him. Wait, what's that sound? It's Nakoan getting ready to attack the snack thief. With this pose, I took reference from Idia from My Hero Academia and added little speed lines around him to add motion. Day 28 is Camping. I was getting a little tired of drawing daily since I was doing other things like doing 3D modeling for the first time, my weekly digital art content, and was doing occasional animations on top of this. But I knew I was near the end, and that's what motivated me to push it through. Could have done more with the fire, but I was happy with what I got. Day 29 is Uh-Oh. Another one of my characters, Elendor, short for L, is clumsily ripping the paper. The fabric of time. I made sure to add a background for her so it really looks like she's in a different environment altogether. I changed her hair from the old picture you can see here to wolf bangs. I was going more with the Mirror Nikki or Future Diary. Day 30. Gear. Shockingly, I was not overwhelmed as I thought I would be for this. To save myself time, I grabbed the picture, adjust the level corrections in Clip Studio so I could only see the darkest shadow and the brightest highlights. Surprisingly, this was a lot of fun to draw. And finally, day 31. Farm. I was gonna draw a proud pig in front of a barn, something you might see in a Wilbur movie poster, but this picture felt very heartwarming way to end this challenge. And that is it for this year's Inktober, and I'm quite happy with the progress. You can already see the difference between day 1 and day 31. It's really nice to look back and see how much you improved in over just a month. Monthly challenges are the best. I recommend it to all artists to at least try it at least once with any medium in their disposal. Very challenging in the beginning. You might even feel burnt, which is completely fine to take small breaks in between. But no matter what, you still did it, and that's just rewarding enough. Like I said, thumbnails are your best friends, so take a day to look up reference will be super helpful in the long run. I hope you enjoyed my Inktober sketchbook tour. I had a lot of fun making each and every one of these and sharing with friends. And I would like to hear about your Inktober or any other prompts that you made during this month. You can share them in the comments below. I'm very interested to see what amazing art you guys created this year. And remember, stay safe, stay cool, stay weird. Bye, nerds. Oh, I forgot to say one more thing. Happy Halloween!